Hey yo guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? It's motherfreaking hump day, motherfreaking Wednesday. This is a kitty, little meow-face kitty. Meow-face. And it's not as beautiful as it was yesterday out. Got a little bit more snow, but what do you know, right? Anyway, we cleaned out the driveway last night. I took the blower out there and freaking let her rip tater chip and just sent the snow flying. I mainly wanted to clear the end of my driveway because, guys, yesterday I called the pharmacy and I'm booked in tonight to get my third booster shot thingy, whatever, at 4:20. So it should be a good one. It should be a good one at 4:20. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yup. One more time. Come on. Yup. Yup. Did you get it? Oh, he's got to go for round two. I feel so bad for him. Did you get it? You good? I did talk to the vet about that, right? I told you guys. And the operation they wanted to do, apparently there is an operation, but they got to put him to sleep. And because of his age, he probably wouldn't come back out of it. She said, you know, he knows how to treat it himself by honking, but it's a small dog problem, the collapsed trachea. I talked about that. It's not like he's smoking cigarettes or anything, or he's not doing bong loads. He's old and he's not in danger. He knows how to start honking to reinflate his trachea, you know. At first I thought it was throat lumps because my friend's dog had that and he would honk like that. But it turns out it's just small dogs have a skinny trachea that degrades over time, and so they honk and then they push out the friggin' and get it to reinflate and they're good to go. So, you know, gotta do what you gotta do to get shit did. Kinda sucks every time I check a clip, I gotta go check the GoPro to make sure there's audio on it because nothing's worse than when you go to edit a video and all the timeline, the audio is just flat. There's not a single word spoken, just like watching a Charlie Chaplin video. Mind you, if that ever happens again, I might actually do one of those because frig it, why waste the footage, right? Why waste when you can reuse? Just gotta be creative about it. So anyway, guys, not too much going on today. Actually, it was funny. I was bitching about the mail carriers dropping off mail to my house that doesn't belong to my house, right? So I went and delivered the mail to my neighbor last night. Then today around 10:30, I'm sitting there and I'm working away and all of a sudden somebody knocks on the back door. Oreo goes off like a fire alarm barking at them. I tell the client, I'm like, can I just put you on hold for a second? Someone's at my door. I need to go and investigate. And it was FedEx. They had a parcel. Guy's like, here's a parcel. I'm like, that's weird. I never ordered anything. I look at it and I'm like, that's not even my name. I'm like, dude, that's not even my address. And he's like, oh, it's the right number. And I'm like, yeah, but you're on the wrong street. I'm like, what street is this? So he says the street name and I'm like, yeah, what does this package say? And he looks at it and he looks at me and goes, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I was just going to leave this here. And I'm like, great, make me do your job. Because then I would have to go and deliver it to the guy. Normally you can just take it to the post office and send it back. But I know where the address is. So I would have just dropped it off and walked away. And would have been awesome too. Because guess where the package came from? OCS, the Ontario Cannabis Store. So they're ordering their dope online. I don't know why people would order their dope online in a city that has more dope shops than Tim Hortons. It's like they'll drive out to Tim Hortons and get a coffee in the morning, but they're going to go on the internet to buy drugs. So, hey, whatever, man. To each their own, whatever floats their frickin' boat, right? Anyway, guys, today's day 2 of the fast, and I'm probably I feel great. Like, I feel really good. And every time I do a fast, I feel great for a while. You know, I'm burning fat now. I gotta be in full ketosis. I haven't had anything to eat or drink, no calories. I almost wanted to add some Worcestershire sauce to my snake juice. But then I saw here on the Worcestershire sauce bottle that there's 5 calories per 1 teaspoon. And that's enough to set off your fast. Mind you, there is calories in coffee. It's just so minute, they don't count it. If it's under 5 calories, it's 0 calories. That's how they do it. But coffee is like, per cup, I think it's like 1/4 of a calorie. It's not enough to really call home about. The biggest benefit is the caffeine, which is why black coffee, green tea, and water is suggested. Salt doesn't have calories. It's a mineral your body uses. No salt doesn't have calories. It's a mineral your body uses. Apple cider vinegar should be calorie free because it's an acid. Yeah, 0 calories. So actually, I've never seen so many freaking zeros in my life. All it has is 10 milligrams of potassium. Like, that is zeroed right the frig out. So that's cool. And then this here matcha tea doesn't even have anything on it because matcha tea is also a 0 calorie freaking beverage. It's when you start adding sugar to it and honey to it. That's when your calories start getting up there, you know. An extra large Horton's coffee, I think, is like 400 calories if you get a double-double because of the freaking cream they use in it. That's why I used to get it with milk, just to lower the calories, but I really don't like milk because it's over pasteurized and gives me gut rot. Which is kind of funny that my buddy, he's doing a winter bulk. He's not going to start his cut till March. So he's been doing a winter bulk, and one of the things he's been doing is a traditional strongman workout. Not strongman, sorry, like a bodybuilder strong. Yeah, I guess strongman did it too. And it's called GOMAD. All right, you heard OMAD, 1 meal a day? Well, GOMAD is a gallon of milk a day. Every day in the morning, he gets up at 5:30, fires up his car, drives to Mike's Mart, and buys the big gallon jug. By Mike's Mart, I mean Circle K, I'm sorry. But buys the big gallon jug of milk. And he'll have that gone before he goes to bed at 9 o'clock at night. He'll drink on it all day long. A gallon of milk a day. I don't know how his insides aren't his outsides yet. Like, honestly, a gallon of milk is a lot of freaking milk. I remember the one time I tried to drink a quart. Like, my stomach hated me. On top of that, he's still eating food. Like, he's lifting heavy. He's working out hard. He's looking to put on a lot of muscle. He is doing strongman stuff. So he's doing like farmer carries and all that shit and sled pushes and all that. He's like, oh man, next time you go ice fishing, let me know. I'll drag your stuff out. I'm like, dude, it's not heavy anywhere near to what you carry. And what you're sledding around your backyard, it's nowhere near that weight. I'm like, I'm maybe hauling 40 to 60 pounds tops. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure your sled alone weighs 100 pounds because he had a custom metal sled built with pins so he can load it up with weights and drag it across the yard. So yeah, fun times. But could you imagine the intestinal distress you would be in if you started drinking a gallon of milk a day? Like, you're getting a lot of protein, you're getting a lot of carbohydrates, and these guys need it because, you know, when you're doing strength training, like when you're doing strongman training, this is where the burst comes in. This is where your heart rate's going to go up through the roof because you're not doing a lot of reps. You're doing like 1 to 4 reps at maximum weight, sometimes over maximum weight, to really stress the muscle out to make it grow. And this is why they need a lot of carbohydrates, and this is the reason why they eat the diets they do, is basically to give the body as much fuel as possible for a repair so that they can rock and roll. But man, I could not imagine doing GOMAD. That would be brutal. Holy crap. I thought about it one day. I was like, maybe I should try GOMAD for a week and see what happens, but I already know what would happen. My pants wouldn't fit and I'd just be shitting everywhere. Like, I already do fart a lot, but it should be okay now that I'm not eating carbs. But the next time I eat carbs, watch the frig out. All right, guys, I want to go out to the garage real quick. I want to see if I can find those hooks because that's driving me crazy. So I'm going to head out to the garage right now. See, I blew my driveway last night. It's snowing a little bit right now. Not really. I pulled a Ricky or a Bubbles when driving my truck last night. I had to back it up to blow this end of the driveway. So I just like leaned my head out the window and backed it up. And then by out the window, I mean out the door. I was driving with the door open. Truck gets mad. It bings a lot when you do that. Whatever, let it bang. Somebody was asking me about that light that I leave on in the garage. I just leave that light on so it breaks the darkness in here. So when I come in here after 6, I can see stuff. But as you see, my makeshift shelf here kind of fell apart. Now I do plan on doing an upgrade. I bought these from the dollar store and I'm going to mount them to the wall and they're going to come out and they're going to support the shelf way better than those screw-in things I put. You know what? Does that come with hardware? Does that come with screws or anything? Of course not. You got to provide your own screws. Yeah, you got to provide your own screws. That was $2. So I'm probably just going to screw that to the wall and then go from there. But I know I have some treble hooks back here somewhere. They fell. So there's way too much weight on that shelf. That's the problem. Because I had a box of, like I have this box here of split rings, and I had one with treble hooks in it, all different sizes. And I know it fell back there. I just can't see where it went. Oh, level. I can use this here when I put up my shelf. Maybe we'll do that tonight. I got this Thinkfish thing here of beads for making lures. Maybe I didn't get a box of treble hooks. Maybe it was just the beads that I got. Maybe I'm out here looking for something that doesn't exist. It's always a possibility. Never an impossibility, that's for sure. Like all my paint fell over and stuff, and I need to come out here this spring and do some major cleaning. That is for sure. Baking soda for baking soda. Super glue, filling in holes after I make the weights. Super glue for mounting templates to paper when I cut them. I've been drawing up some lure ideas upstairs there. What's this? Loyalty lawn mowing service. And what are you? CAA, some more paint, foil tape. This isn't insulation tape, is it? No, this is for ducting. That's no good. That's no good. That's just no good for what I want to do. I don't know what the foil tape is for. I take my mesh and I roll it on it and it gives it like a scale pattern. So you can fake a scale pattern on your lures and then you can just have like a 3D scale pattern. Epoxy, I might be looking for nothing right now. There's an excellent chance of it. I think I am, because I can't see any treble hooks over here, unless they're over here on the filing cabinet, which I don't know why the hell I put them there, but there's fishing line over here, so let's see. Fishing line, spoon, that should be in my tackle box. That's a good spoon right there. I think I was using it for a template when I was making my, oh, what's this? Bag of garbage. I almost have some runaway lures. I'm going to try and catch a pike with these things this summer and see exactly if I can pull it off. Probably won't, but you never know. Okay, cool. Bug juice doesn't freeze. Good to know. What kind of fishing line are you? 20-pound fishing line. More hooks for hanging up fishing rods. Here I was looking for smaller garbage bags, and I couldn't. I have them right here. These are coming in the house with me. I dropped something on the floor. What is this? City of North Bay. Garbage. Put this in with my tackle. Little wormy grubs that glow in the dark when you hit them with UV. My minnow net. I'm pretty sure I'm looking for something that doesn't exist right now. I'm 100% certain that's the case. Not sure what the heck you're for. Probably goes on a rod. Oh, it goes on that collapsible rod. The spin caster. More weights. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Some wire, some hooks. Yeah, okay. So if there was a case of trebles, I would have put them up here. They would have fell down here. I checked back here. There's none. So chances are they could be over there on the workbench. Let's see if we can get around to it. Or they might be down here on this thing. No. See, the other idea I had for a heater in the tent that's not as big as that other one is I have a little parabolic dish somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. Might actually be in there. No, I got my little minnow bucket. I have a minnow net in here somewhere too, because come springtime, the minnows are like jumping out of the water. You can just scoop your net in, grab around 20 of them, and you got bait for the day if you want to fish with live bait. Last year, I remember there's multiple times I sent out my lure and I caught a minnow. So what do we got here on the workbench? Got a spoon, garbage. I don't feel like cleaning up the bench right now because I can't really use it for anything anyway. Got some spider wire, which by the way, I freaking hate. Good old easy braid spider wire. Freaking garbage. Is this? Yeah, 30 pounds. Hate it. Got some more super heavy freaking weights. I'm thinking that because I have multiple fishing rods, I might rig up one for using with lures and one for using with just a hook and a weight. But I honestly don't think I bought treble hooks. So I'm pretty sure the whole time I spent the other night looking for them and the whole time right now I'm spent looking for them, it's been a wasted time. So I don't think I have treble hooks out here. Trying to get by my car. It's not easy. Wish my garage was bigger. Can wish in one hand, shit in the other. You're not supposed to be in there. I wonder if he's still alive. This is what I'm going to be. Yeah, he's dead. But this is what I'm going to be using to make my plastisol. Obviously, I have to clean it out. There's no treble hooks over here, is there? That up there for now. Move some stuff around. No. Oh, do you guys remember this lure? That actually worked? Yup. Skivinz actually made something that worked. I need that for my little stove. I should try that thing out this summer. That's a Guggen bait. Waylon gave that to me. Said keep it. So I think it's called the Hound. I think it's a Guggen bait. I'm not sure. It's got rattles in it and stuff. It's top water. You walk the dog with it, or it goes and then fish go, I want to eat that. And then they do. And then you have a fishy. But I'm pretty sure right now I'm on the hunt for something that doesn't exist in my life. Because last year in the summer and spring, it's kind of a blur. So I'll probably have to order some treble hooks. I'm not in a rush. I got a bunch in my my fishing bag. It's just they're all pretty big, like the one that's on that bait over there. I just thought I had some, but I don't. Oh, unless I stuffed them in here somewhere. That's my painting kit. Some paint markers, an old hard drive, because what nerd wouldn't be complete without having a piece of tech? And oh, there's my parabolic heater right there. So this would take up a little bit less space in the ice shack than Big Dirty, you know, one of these jobbies. So that would definitely take up a little less space in the ice shack than the Big Buddy. It just doesn't have any safeties like low oxygen detection or anything. So I'd have to make sure I crack open something, but friggin', yeah, I'm pretty sure those hooks, unless they're on the floor somewhere, were never ordered or not sent in that package anyway. All right, well, you know, it was fun coming out here. It was fun. I had a good time. Did you guys have a good time? I had a good time. Rooting through shit. Man, that garage is cramped. But yeah, I came out and I just did Oreo's poop pad. I didn't bother doing out to the fire pit last night because it was like 8 o'clock and people were probably trying to get to bed. So rather than annoying them with the loud sounds of my snowblower, I just friggin' did what I got to do and got it done. I still do plan on this summer making some custom baits, like some wooden baits like how Zimtech does it and Marling Baits. I've been looking up ideas. I've been trying some new carving techniques and I got some ideas. Like I said, I've been drawing sketches from the top and from the side of how I want my bait to work. If I get something that works really well, then I'll clone it and make some hard plastics out of it. Not looking for resale, but it'd be nice to have some custom stuff, you know? Make stuff for myself, and if it works well and I can convince other people that they need it, then they might buy it. You never know, right? You never know. So a lot of people have been talking about inflation on Facebook, you know, with the price of gas soaring. With Starbucks, I friggin' laughed at this one. They're upping the price of their coffee due to the price of gas and all that there and the cost of getting materials. It's costing them more to make a cup of coffee. But then in a previous tweet, they announced that due to the overwhelming profits of last year, they gave the CEOs a huge raise. And like, really? You have one tweet not far down that says you're giving them a big raise due to the amount of profit margins you had last year, and then now you're going to up the cost of your product because it's costing you more to get materials in to make it. You know, some people are like, well, you know, people need to make money. I get it. Like it makes sense. You know, if they deserve that raise, blah blah blah. And then there's other people who are like, what the hell? But I have a solution to all this. Just stop buying Starbucks, you know? I don't go out to Hortons every day. I was actually chatting with my buddy, and he'll go to Hortons like 10 times a day. He'll go in the morning, get himself a coffee and a farmer's wrap, which is basically egg, sausage, and hash brown in a wrap with some sort of a chipotle sauce. He'll have that for breakfast. That's $10 right there. And then he'll go out and get another coffee and then get another coffee. And then lunchtime, sometimes he'll grab a sandwich from Hortons and a coffee. And this is an everyday occurrence. So he spends about $30 to $40 a day. So in a month, in a 30-day month, we'll say, that's $1,200. I think my math is right. Yeah. So and he's always complaining that he's broke. And I said, okay, bud, just for fun, why don't you try making breakfast at home, making lunch at home, and brewing your own coffee? Do that for a month. And he realized how much money he was spending and how much money he now has. So it's fine to go out for coffee once in a while, but if you make a habit of it, that's where all your money goes. You know, like working from home, mind you, when I was working from the office, I never really bought lunch. I only ate one meal a day. After 2018, I got on that kick and I just started doing that. Working from home has taught me to be self-reliant. Make your own coffee. You can buy good coffee grounds out there. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't like coffee at home. It doesn't taste the same. Well then, what do you want? You want Tim Hortons? Buy their brand. Get a good percolator and perk it, you know? If you like French press, get a good French press and press it. If you prefer to have it old school on the stovetop, get yourself a stovetop kettle that can percolate coffee and go that route. Whatever, there's solutions, you know? Keurigs are pretty good, but man, they get costly too at 50 cents a K-cup sometimes, you know, so that's not really a good viable solution. But if that's the way you want to go, then that's the way you want to go. You know, you can usually find a good deal on K-cups, but it's when people complain about inflation, but then they enable it. That's what bothers me. You know, oh, I can't believe they're upping the price of Tim Hortons, but then they're in Tim Hortons drive-thru buying a coffee. It's like, if you're mad about it, boycott it. That's what I did. That's why, like, if I go out to a car show, like Cars and Coffee, I might get a coffee because I'm there and I might as well grab one. But last year I did that once. I got a coffee. Before that, like every other time I went, I brought my own beverage from home. I made a coffee here in my coffee maker because we're just standing around in the parking lot drinking coffee and chatting, and I can't drink Tim Hortons Black. I can drink Starbucks Black, I can drink McDonald's Black, but if I drink Tim Hortons Black, I get gut rot like you wouldn't believe. It's such a bad coffee now. It's because McDonald's current brand is Tim Hortons Old Blend. So if you drink your coffee black and you have that problem too, try McDonald's, you'll realize, oh, this is what I was missing. Rather than complain about a problem, do something about it. You know, that's the reason why, like, I ran my old phones until they couldn't run anymore. I got this new S20. Only reason why I got it is because it was free with my contract for my new account. Otherwise, I would have been running that S8 until it didn't hold a charge anymore, and then I probably would have busted the thing open and replaced the battery and make it still hold a charge. Until it physically starts failing when the motherboard's gone and I can't source a new board for replacement, that's when I get a new phone. But I have backup phones so that if that happens, I'll go back to the Asus, or I won't go back to the Razer because that thing's potato soup. There's no reason to always have the best. And if you're upset with the company, why are you supporting them, right? If you're upset with their decisions to increase their prices, why are you buying their products? You can't be upset with them at that point. It doesn't make sense. There's no logic. So if you're mad at a company for jacking their prices, like, then what the hell? You know, like, I'm a little upset with GoPro and the fact that they don't support the Hero 8 anymore, and their service desk solution for the media mod was, we fixed it on the GoPro Hero 9 and 10. Go buy one of those. Oh, so I'm made of money now? Cool, thanks. Thanks, GoPro. Thanks for that, you know? But it's kind of bullshit. So if you have a problem with a company and their way of operating, just don't support them. Simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Anyway, guys, so we had some fun in the garage, talked about some stuff. Let me know what you think about inflation. Let me know if it bothers you, but you still go out and support the company. I wouldn't. I just don't do that. You want to jack your rates and piss me off? Fine. I just won't buy your product. You know, sometimes when people don't buy the product, they realize they screwed up and they may lower the prices. But like Tim Hortons, that drive-thru is always full. They'll never. And Starbucks, going to get a coffee at Starbucks. Nikki once waited in line for 45 minutes. She was here. She came in the town at 4:30. I told her I wasn't done work yet. And she's like, okay, I'll go to Starbucks and get Oreo Puppuccino and myself a coffee. And she got here at 5:45. By the time she was out through the drive-thru because it was so packed. Yeah, I don't have that much patience for coffee. It takes 15 minutes for that thing to make a pot and 2 minutes for that thing to squirt out a cup. I'm gonna go that route. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's little video and treasure hunt for something that doesn't exist. Well, it probably does exist, but I don't remember now. I can't remember what came in that package, and I can't find the video either, which is pissing me off because I'm trying to find the video of when I made that lure so I can get an idea of, was there something in there that I can use for treble hooks, or was it just the beads and the split rings that came in the mail? I have no idea. I know I got split ring pliers, split rings, and the beads, but I can't remember what else showed up. So it's driving me nuts, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, remember, live it to win it, and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.